In 1960, Del Webb built the Desert Retirement Community of Sun City in Riverside County. Mr. Vincent Carbo donated $35,000 to Bishop Fury for a church, stipulating that the parish be named after the patron saint of his home parish in Palermo, Sicily, St. Vincent Ferrer. At that time, parish membership was 512 families who raised an additional $100,000 needed for construction. In January 1966, the parishioners of St. Vincent Ferrer broke ground for a new church. St. Vincent Ferrer Church was completed and consecrated on June 5, 1966, with Father Sean Murray as its first pastor. It seems amazing that it only took 6 months to build the church that we have today. The population of Sun City in 1970 was 5,519 people. The 520-seat church serviced the whole of the Menifee Valley and was more than adequate for the population. Today, the estimated population of the city of Menifee by the end of 2018 is approximately 93,603 people, and parish membership has grown upward of 3,800 families. Yet, we still only have 520 seats available per Mass. According to Sperling's Best Places, 46.13% of the people of Menifee identify as religious, meaning they affiliate with a religion. In Menifee, California, 0.09% are Jewish, 0.54% are Muslim, 0.52% are of an Eastern faith, 2.47% are Mormon, 8.11% are Protestant or non-denominational, and 28.75% are Catholic. Based on the 2018 population, this means that there are about 26,270 Catholics in Menifee today, all being serviced by one parish and one parish priest.
When I joined in 1979, there were no children, and we brought a baby to church, and it was very interesting. The reactions to bringing a child into the church was interesting because there was no one sitting around us, because they were afraid that the baby would cry maybe, or move, or throw up, who knew?
Well, I didn't see a lot of families, but it's changed now. There's so many families. It's wonderful to see the children and the families coming.
It has changed. The demographics obviously has changed because many new young families are coming, and those young families are bringing children with them. And so there's now a melding of the people.
The community has grown. Absolutely, that is a huge change. You see a lot of younger families, a lot of different generations than opposed to what it used to be.
It was splitting ourselves up. And I think that is the most difficult part, is that the fact that we gotta split ourselves and try to find a way or something to get them to work together. And selfishly, I'd rather put more to the new church than to put to the DDF, but that's just because we need it.
We are getting people from around the area that previously belonged to another church, and they're coming here.
Just more involvement, getting those families, the young children, getting the young adults, the young parents involved without sacrificing the experience that the older generation has here. It's a wonderful influence.
So we need to have a bigger place also for our kids, because even our kids, even the faith formation, it's growing also. So we need a lot of rooms for the kids to come for the faith formation program.
Our church is definitely too small. In our hall, we need more space.
As new people come in and new ministries are created, we need a place. We need a place to call home. We need an office. We need a classroom. We need a place, and not just for the ministries, but for the children and their catechetical advancement.
The scheduling and all the different ministries, to the point where when certain rooms are not available for us to meet, we have to use the church as a last minute resort. And when we had to sit in the church, it's kind of, it's a little awkward, and it's in the same time is because it's such a much bigger, for the amount of the ministry is not that big. It's just you can't focus, and it's easier if it's kind of like in a classroom or in a room that's a little more designated for that.
And then also in the church, when it's the big holy days, I notice a lot of people are standing. As a matter of fact, when I came to the parish, Easter, I was standing for most of the Mass.
I really think that we need to be able to communicate more clearly, more often, be transparent, which is the catchword for everyone right now, is to be more transparent. To be upfront with everything going on in the parish, without sacrificing confidentiality and friendships, unity, without sacrificing those.
Maybe even just letting them know where we're at, and do it once a year, twice a year. Say, hey, look, we're doing great, and kind of just keep motivating us to say, hey, this is what's going on, this is where we're at, and we're almost there. And so kind of just keep motivating, so it takes everybody to do it. That's not just one person.
I mean, Vibrant, you need different generations, you need different people, and you need inputs from different people to get, what is Vibrant to me is going to be different to anyone else. So I don't know what they mean by that.
We have our new property already at the northern part of Murrieta Road, and it's like 400 meters from this church, and also it's like the capacity is like 1,200 seating capacity. If we have money now, then we can build anytime. But of course, we need to raise funds right now because we don't have money yet to pay. We need to pay the property first, and then after paying the property, we are going to raise funds for the church. We need a lot of money for that. Our goal is like $10 million. So if we get $2 million a year, then in 4 to 5 years, then we can start building the church already. We can actually, the diocese would lend us 40%. So we just need to raise like 60% of the total goal, and then we can ask the diocese to lend us 40% of that. Of course, we need to pray. We need a lot of prayers for this. At the same time, participation of all our parishioners. It doesn't have to be big amount, but as long as everybody participates, and that's the most important thing.
Just give. Don't leave it for somebody else to do, because every donation adds up.
Everyone needs to be a part of it. Definitely here in the parish, we've outgrown it. And it takes everyone. It takes a little bit from everyone to be financially committed.
Everybody has a role for these. We have different. We have different gifts. We have different talents to offer, and we have treasures also, and time to so that everybody will participate for this.
Break it down. If it's going to be 100 a year, something is something. Doesn't matter. And you could break it down, and then it come out to be like $2, $5 every Sunday, and it'll add up at the end. So it's maybe try a pledge, and then all the fundraising they do, all the ministries, they all do a great job on trying to make sure that they all fund for the church. So just don't stop. Just keep going.
We want everybody to participate. We want everybody to become part of this, because this will be our legacy that we are going to give to our future generations and for our children.